What's going on, silencers, and welcome back to Timberborn, everybody's favorite beaver simulator, where we take on the engineering tasks of the apocalypse. But if you do enjoy the content, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all those fun things, and thank you ever so much to my patrons for your ever-present support. But without any further ado, let's get into it. Now, let's see. One thing we do need to do really quick is grab some paths. Go like that. Yes, that's fine. And the reason we need to do that is because we're going to have to demolish this right here. Yep. And that terraformation station is almost up and running. So we'll leave this for right now, but we do need to get ready with more danger candles, you know? You know how it is. Speaking of which, let's go there. Not right there, you freaking cow. Right there. All right, so I'm gonna let that complete. Gonna let the terraformation station start doing its stuff, and maybe even let the rest of this complete, and I will be right back with you. All right, things are moving along. So, first thing I did was rotate around. I put bots in all of the bot part factories as well as the bot assembler. That way, bot production never stops. Then we got the terraformation station, the dirt excavator. We got that going, and that is currently at a height of, looks like 5 down there. So it'll be done pretty soon. Then we can move it. I mean, we'll keep it there until we get a second one set up. Speaking of which, I have a second one set up right here. We've got some dynamite in the works. I'm going to pause that until that last piece of dynamite is put down, which should be now. Wonderful. And kaboom, kaboom. Okay, so this is height level 10. This is height level 10, so that's good. Got some dynamite there. Get that dynamite there. Wonderful. Then we can get rid of these. Put in some dynamite there. And we're full up on dirt on both of those. So we'll unpause the terraformation station. And then we'll do something I've never gotten to use before. The big irrigation tower. Big irrigation tower turns everything you see green. So we'll slap one down there and see what that ends up being. Yeah. Oh, I also put down a builder's hut here and a hauler's hut here. And as soon as I have enough science... Oh, I have plenty of science for it, actually. I'm going to turn those into bot-only workspaces so that industry never sleeps. But I'll bring you back once this is done. Probably be well before this is done, but you never know. See you in a minute. Well, we finally reached a little bit of a milestone. We've got an absolute ton of these blocks done. I put all of these in place to start their process. Our beavers, our iron bots, they were running out of juice. So we needed to get them charged up. But they're running out of juice really frequently, so I put a bunch of charging stations down here. Excuse me. Um, this thing has gotten all the way down to height 0, which means that it's still producing dirt, but it's not actually benefiting us at all. So, time for the demolition. Ooh. And then we're going to take the power and do that. And those will get built in their own time. This tower has gotten all the metal, all the gears, all the planks, and is just waiting on the treated planks. And we're going to switch it over to be a bot-only workspace. Because, yeah, that's actually a really huge area for water. And we have 7.8 thousand water stored up between these 6 tanks and these 2 tanks down here. So, yeah, that should be very beneficial. I still have the power set up for down here, and we do have to get down to this eventually. So maybe we'll do that in the next episode or 2. Hell, we might even get to it this episode, considering how much progress we usually make. But, yeah, I'll bring you back in just a little bit. We're almost there. Almost there. 99 out of 100 treated planks, and then this tower is built, and we get to see what it actually does. So, I honestly don't know how long that might take. Here's hoping. Be any second now. I know that I'm low on logs, but the planks are set to high priority, and come on. Oh, is that a treated plank? It's everything. That's all the materials. So somebody come and build it, damn it. Oh. Yes! They did it. And now it's gonna have a robot working, an Ironbot 40. So it'll deliver water to it. It's magical. Oh, that's wonderful. That's beautiful. Supplies will last, I'm sorry, supplies will last how many hours? 10,700 and... Well, okay. So there's that. That's pretty cool. So that'll take just a little bit of stress off of the actual reservoir and allow for that to get done. And while we're here, kaboom, kaboom. All right. I'm going to let this run for a little while longer and hopefully get all of this terraformation done. Although we are out of dirt, so that's probably not going to happen. Never mind. Let's do some planning, why don't we? We're going to slow it down to 1 times speed, and we're going to take a look around. All right. So my plans are to bring all of this up across the entire map. So this layer all the way over here up to that level. And then to bring all of this down to this level where the trees are. And have that be our lumber farm. So this entire lower area will be our lumber farm. I may even completely block off this and not do the split in the river. Completely block off this, have this all be lumber farm. Then we'll have the mine down here. Speaking of which, let's get that unlocked. The super mega awesome efficient mine of the Iron Teeth will go right there. And then we're still going to flood pretty much this entire area down here. Not including this industry area over here, of course. And then what are we going to do on this side? I don't know. Maybe this is where we'll put all the food production, since all of this down here is supposed to be flooded. Or maybe we'll put the food up here. We'll just do neat little rows of hundreds of food. And yeah, because we've got more than enough residential right here. I mean, each one of these, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. So 4, 8, 12, 16. So we have 320 beavers worth of space right here. And we could do that again over here if we needed to, or even down here. And we probably will. But, yeah, so those are basically my plans for this. But in order to alleviate things and make everything run a little more smoothly, gonna go down here to wood, gonna go to forester, going to put 1, 2 of those, switch them over to bot only workspaces, switch their construction priority up, and plant more oaks. And we'll just plant those as far as the green goes. It was not supposed to rhyme. And we'll put here, and we'll put some here, and some there, just to give us as much friggin' wood as possible. We're gonna put some back here too, because I can. Mostly it's because that's kind of wasted space back there. Oh, and I did want to point out what I did here. So I took the power from the pumps, put it into a universal all the way back and around here so that we can eventually get rid of this. And I think it might be a good idea to just run the power the entire way along the edge of the map. Because then when we get up to doing this, we can just pump the power out to the edge of the map and get it absolutely everywhere. Because this makes, how much power? This makes 16,000, and with the cooling tower, it is a little more efficient on the water. Ooh, we finished. Almost. More kaboom. Yay. All right, what are we working with? Out of wood. Duh. We have no wood in any of those. But we are chuck full on bot parts, so there is that. So yeah, I'm going to let this run a little more, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Here it comes, everybody's favorite 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yay! All the kabooms are done for now. So let's get those out of the way. Let's see. That is still in the midst. Oh, so this got built, and it is currently down to level 10. So a little ways left to go before it's down there all the way. I figure what I would do with this area is I would do a 9 squares, so 3 by 3 of digging this out. So it'll actually be 15 by 15 by, I don't know, 14 deep. So that will be nice. Now that we've got this area cleared out, more trees. Like that. And like that, and that. And now we're cooking with wood, because we're beavers. That's what we do. Oh, I didn't realize that they were building this. You remember I had built this flat platform? I didn't realize that they were actually building it. I thought that they were still fucking around. But it explains where all of my planks and logs have been going. So, yeah, they're going to finish this. And then we have to... Well, we have to start moving the explosives. Now, I don't see any other projects that I need to use the explosives for right this second. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disassemble the entire explosives factory so that we can bust through this and start pumping the water up. We won't be able to pump it all up. We will definitely have to pause it halfway through, but we got to start somewhere. And the first place to start with that is we need to get rid of that kohlrabi and this kohlrabi too. But yeah, so I'm gonna let this finish up. We need to demolish all of this. So, all right, so bringing you back just for a moment. I made some changes, I guess. So that doesn't have power, but that does have power. That just needs treated planks, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So remember how we said we were going to run power across the entirety of the map? Go. So we have a powered levee here. Let's grab straight power connection across. So that's going to come up here. And then we're going to do the powered levees zoop, all the way across. The only thing I'm not certain of is whether or not I can build above these, because I can't build above them with the platforms. I can't build above the water sources with the platforms. However, I might be able to do this arch 4x1. Nope. Can't do the 5x1. I might be able to do the steel bridges. So, yeah, I should be able to do that in theory. If I can't, then I will build the power out and around. And then we'll facilitate the power. This over here is going to be our new explosive setup. I do have a plan. It's not just arbitrarily pretty. Grab this. Get some high priority on that. There we go. So here's my thought. This will fit under here. We can actually fit 2 of them. Then, once we have those down, we can put the explosive mills on top of them so that it's like they're storing the explosives in the basement. Totally a roleplay thing, but still, I think it's kind of a, I don't know, not necessarily poetic, but justified. So yeah, there's that. I got a little kaboom happy, and instead of taking this down just 2 layers, I took it all the way down to height 0. And as soon as one of these warehouses is available, I'm going to move whatever remaining explosives we have, which, by the way, they keep finding explosives in, like, the rubble. So, I keep getting more explosives, but I don't have an explosive mill. I'm not quite sure where they're getting that stuff from, but I'm not really going to argue with it right now. Oh, look. Kabooms. Yay. So we've got those, and this seems like a really bad idea, to explode a dynamite next to a dynamite warehouse. But video games, you know. All right, universal powered that. Universal powered that. And once this moves, then we'll blah, 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 blah. Then we'll blah, blah, blah. Okay, and so they got that the ladder done so they can do all of these in slow little increments. But yeah. I think that's pretty much everything right now. Once this gets built, this platform out here, I want to move all of this industry out here so that we can have an even bigger powerhouse. We're running not necessarily low on planks. We're just using them as fast as we're making them. But we've got all this old growth here, all this old growth here, this young growth here, all of this pine resin area, which we could cut down if we needed to, and then all of this old growth up here, which is just halfway to fruition. So yeah, there's like a ton of logs coming. We're just in the kind of crazy little interim where they're not really doing anything. So detonate that, detonate that. I like how the dynamite actually has to be on top of the beavers in order to injure them. Oh, that's already high priority, so we're good there. Just gotta wait for that dynamite to be delivered, which... Is it coming? Is it coming? It is coming. It's right there. Our little beavers are delivering the boom boom. The danger candles. My favorite. Actually, everybody's favorite. Everybody loves the explosions in this game. But they are extremely satisfying, so can't really fault anybody for that. Alright. And we should... Are you freaking kidding me? Yes. Finish the danger candles. Thank you. Get those out of the way. Get those out of the way. Grab some storage. Put one large warehouse there. One large warehouse there. Let's high prioritize that one. And that one will be for explosives. And this one will empty out into it when it's done. Anyway, I'll bring you back once this gets more or less done and more of this platform is done. And yeah, so through the power of editing. All right, here we are. Cycle 31, day 3. The explosives have been moved. They've started completing the platforms. Actually, they completed these platforms because I demolished something that had a shit ton of planks in it. There's that. And he is going to end up building that one. Perfect. But look. Look. The danger candle and the water level. We're going to start pumping water uphill. At least in theory. So 3, 2, 1. All right, there it goes. It's working. Now it just has to, you know, fill up all of this space before it gets to that one. Except that one's also not going to run, so this is just going to flood. Maybe we should just pause these for a little bit, yeah. Okay, I may have jumped the gun, but we only need 25 treated planks for that to be done, so... But the water is going to start flowing into there. And I guess I can keep kabooming my way out of that. Sweet. Sweet. All right. I'll see you when this thing is done so that we can actually enjoy it digging its whole way. Or running its whole way up. Though we do have to complete this, so... let's see. We've got enough dirt right now. We'll do that. And put in... I guess we don't really need this anymore. So we'll put a terrain block in there. And a... landscape. There we go. Okay, we'll fuck around with that later. We need to dynamite our way out of this. But we also need to put in a ladder so that they can actually finish the entirety of it. Staircase is this. 2, 3, 4. Set these to high priority. Okay. Well, see ya in a little bit. All right, so that obstruction is out of the way, and we are ready to start the pumping process. So let's unpause these. Let them do their thing. Now these run... Looks like they're running 24 hours a day. Or, yeah, whatever. So this is going to fill up this. Very, 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 very slowly. Oh, here's some kaboom. And then more of this. All right, well, I'll bring you back once this decides that it's going to fill up completely. All right, so things done screwed up. The water doesn't come up high enough. Here it is. The water doesn't come up high enough. It only goes up to there because of the previous floodgates. So I removed those floodgates. I put in 6 high floodgates. And then, you know, basic setup that we had before. The only thing we run into here is we have to be able to get the power up to those. But we're going to do that on this side. So we'll just run 2 universal power things up here. And then those will power. And yeah, that's going to take a while. So I'm going to let this do its thing. And I'll be right back with you. All right, so they finished it. It only took them a couple of days because most of the materials were still nearby. So those should fill up. And they'll get up to this level, and then these should start pumping. At least in theory. No, they'll definitely get there. And then in order to keep these from overflowing, we make sure that they're synchronized to a height of 5.5, which is perfect. And these can be synchronized to a height of 4 because even if it overflows, it'll overflow into this one. So we're good there. Yeah, we're going to have our first bits there. Now, I need to do something here. And super high prioritize that. And then power. Do it like that. We'll just have to kind of manually take care of that. I don't know, honestly, if the water is just going to flow off the end of the map. But we'll find out. Okay. These pumps started. Yay. Oh, it's working. Working great. This is everything I wanted it to be. So far. And then these pumps, these will start pumping a hell of a lot sooner than the last ones did. So this one was attempting to bring it up 6 blocks, and we ended up bringing it up. No. Because this is height 0 at the bottom. So this is height 1, 2, 3, 4. So this was attempting to fill up 3 blocks to get to these pumps. This only needs to fill up 2 blocks to get to these pumps, even though its length is a little longer. So yeah, it'll take longer because my math sucks. Turns out it was a calculated risk and I suck at math. So I'll be back with you once these start pumping. All right. So I was semi-mistaken in my timing. I didn't realize we were in the middle of an 8-day drought. So it's been a few days since last you were with me. But any moment now, we're coming upon that line right there. These will start pumping. Wait for it. Okay, seriously? Thought my timing was a little better than that. I ain't moving, because as soon as I move, it's gonna, you know. Come on. There we go. All right. Now comes the fun. Oh, they finished this too. Okay. Slowly but surely. This is a filling up. Love it. Love to see it. It is going slow, but it'll build up over time, I suppose. Besides, it's only 2 pumps moving 6 blocks worth of water, so it's taking a little bit. And then, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and in the hole you go. Mwah! Oh, wonderful. We have a good storage of water. Can't believe we did it. What's this at? This is at height 6. Jeez, I get to dig down quite a bit. And I'm not quite sure why the water is doing this with its physics, but you know what? I'm not really going to argue with it because we have taken steps. But and yeah, this is great. Okay, let's detonate and detonate. And I think that's going to be where we call it today. If you enjoyed the content, you know exactly what to do. Thank you very much to my patrons for your ever-present support, especially today's patron of the day, Matei. You've been with me for a long time, and you always have good ideas, especially because I don't. So thank you very much for your support, Matei. But I won't keep you guys any longer. I have to decide what the hell I want to do with the next episode. So I'll leave you here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.